Hey guys, welcome to Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers. Today we have a special episode where we're not going to open up any packs, but we're going to go through our favorite cards at the moment right now. So these are cards that aren't necessarily worth the most, but due to nostalgia or the artwork are currently our favorite cards. So I'll start off with my first one, which is Flareon from the jungle. So this one isn't really worth too much, but when I saw this as a kid, I just fell in love with the holographic pattern. You had the different colors, the green, the yellow, the red, the purple, and Flareon was always my favorite evolution. At least when I was little, it was my favorite evolution. So this is why this one is one of my favorite artworks right here.
It's one of the starter Pokemon. So, anyways, here it is. Venusaur. And this is just a card that I was always jealous that other people had it. I wanted it. The holographic I thought was so cool. And my favorite color is green.
Lugia. So Lugia came out in the Neo Genesis, and this was actually the cards right before we stopped collecting. So I remember Lugia was one of our last favorite cards that we got, and it was the Charizard of the Neo Genesis. And there's actually a funny story of when we pulled Lugia the first time, because I was so excited. I was like, yes, but when you're little and you pull the card you've been wanting to pull, I just felt like luck was on my side, and nothing could go wrong because I had this Lugia. So I went up to the place where we bought the card, and I was like, hey, what can I get for this card? And he said, I'll give you 2 more packs for that Lugia. And I was thinking, perfect, because today's already my lucky day. I'm guaranteed to get another Lugia, and we'll have another pack. So maybe that's 2 Lugias, or that's a Lugia and something else. So
it's always better to get 2 for 1, right?
yeah. So I went up to do that, and my brother, he was like, don't do it. That's so stupid. Don't do it. And I was like, whatever. And I gave him the card, and we got to probably nothing.
Yep. 2 nothings.
And I couldn't, I just heard brother complaining about it for the rest of the day. So later on in life, I bought another one. So this isn't the one I pulled. That one is back at some store owner back in, I don't know, 2001 or so. And I had to get this one myself. But this always brings back those memories.
Yeah. And look at the spirals on that.
The spirals is something that came in later on. And the colors again. It has the yellow, the red, and the blue, just kind of like the other legendary birds. So that's why it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Chansey. This one I just thought was so cool. Again, I love the holographic. And back then we used to battle and play Pokemon cards. So look at the HP was 120. I thought that was really cool. Yep, and on the Pokemon game, I remember this one being pretty rare. So hard to get. So a lot of memories with the Chansey.
Alright, so my next one is the Screaming Pikachu. This one's a lot more recent than the other cards that we showed, but it came up when I started collecting again recently. I mean, a few years ago. And it's just so different than any of the other Pokemon cards. It's that full art promo version, came out in Japan in this museum, so just a limited launch. And I had to have it. I think I saw some other PokeTuber showing him getting these, and I was like, okay, I gotta get them. So I have the other ones, but Pikachu is my favorite.
Ancient Egyptian Mew. So if you guys remember in the first movie that came out, I think it's called The Return of Mewtwo.
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Oh, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Okay. I'm thinking Star Wars.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, so Mewtwo Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. But here it is. And we actually kept the ticket that we got originally from 99. There we go. We saw the movie at 4:10 p.m. I think we were a little bit late. But this was one of this was one of the cards that was given out. So yeah, really cool memories for that one.
All right. So this next one actually pulled on the channel. Probably one of my best pulls ever. It's the Jolteon Air, Jungle Air, so the holographic Jolteon. And you see that it's missing the jungle symbol on the side. So pulling this card, it was my brother's idea to do it on film, and I didn't think we were going to get anything, and we actually pulled this card. So that was really awesome, and it's definitely one of my favorite cards to look at because it just reminds me that this kind of started all of this and started us pulling cards again as brothers, so that was really awesome.
Yep. New future memories to have. And then this one I talked about in the previous video. I think this was just... I think it's the art. Something with the art on this card from the fossil pack, the Aerodactyl. Again, it's just... I thought it was so cool that he was just flying right towards the front there. And I'd have to say this is my favorite card, I think, from the fossil packs. Another cool thing that I liked about Aerodactyl, if you see here on the top of the card, it says that evolves from a mysterious fossil. So I remember one of my favorite Pokemon episodes was the one that they got stuck in the cave, and I think they found the first fossil. So that was a really cool memory from this card here.
All right, so my last one is the Korokoro Mew. Mew has always been like my favorite Pokemon, and this artwork and this Mew in this pose, it just like seems so peaceful and different. So I remember seeing this one also when I started getting back into collecting, and I knew I had to get it. So this is definitely one of my favorite cards in my collection.
Yeah, there's something about the rainbow and the holographic.
Yeah, I think what all of my favorite cards have in common is the different colors in the holographic, just like the Flareon, the Lugia, and this Mew. It's, when they do that, it just really looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So this last one is our Charizard First Edition. So this is the card that just really got us into collecting. But we found out one of our neighbors had it, and we ran over there and we had to give him like everything that we had except for the Vaporeon and the Venusaur. We gave like a Jolteon. We gave just like a whole bunch of other holographics.
I think I gave him a Gengar because that was one of my favorite too.
Yeah, we had it, and we just threw all of the holos that we wanted at him, and he couldn't say no. So I remember just like running back to the apartment together with the Charizard in hand, and then going upstairs with one of our other buddies and just looking at it and be like, I can't believe we got it. And it wasn't until like a moment later that he was like, yo, it's a first edition. And we didn't really know what a first edition was. Then he was like, hey, it's a shadowless. We didn't even know that first edition meant that it was going to be shadowless. But that just kind of opened up a whole new door of like collecting Pokemon cards. And from then on, we were also like, they're the kids at school with the first edition Charizard. So I mean, there's people at school who had a Charizard, and that was really awesome. But then like when you brought it to a whole new level, and you had that first edition Charizard, it just brought Pokemon to just something else, and it really made the collection and everything after that like really special. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching us go through our collection. Next episode, we'll be opening up one of our Japanese Neo Genesis packs. Hope you guys all have a great day, and don't forget to hit that like button, hit the red subscribe button if you want to see some more vintage cards, learn some more vintage Pokemon facts, and see some vintage Pokemon openings. Alright, y'all have a great day. Bye.